let's go ahead and get started. So I know it's been a while since I've played this, but nothing's really changed since I've streamed this. I did make some changes though. I know it's dark, so you guys can't really see, but you'll be able to see a little bit better once it's daylight. I armored the whole foundation of the raft off stream. This took me probably like 2 hours of just going to islands and collecting metal ore. And then just crafting it into armor for the whole floor. So no more hoe-ass sharks eating my wood. If you want to see how many I've killed a lot of sharks now. I killed 20 fucking sharks. I've gotten pretty good at killing them. I just really wanted to armor the floor. I was so sick of worrying about the shark eating my floor that I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna grind. This game isn't a fucking race, you know. I could spend hours just collecting metal ore and, you know, getting this whole bitch armored up. So now I don't have to worry about Mr. Shark eating my floor. I also got pretty good at killing the shark, which is nice. What else? Nothing other than that. Nothing's really changed. I mean, in the process of making all these armored foundation pieces, I put down 2 more furnaces. So that's the only thing I did off stream that you guys didn't see. You didn't miss anything exciting. It wasn't thrilling. I just watched someone play Final Fantasy X while doing it, and I just hit up a bunch of islands and collected a bunch of ore. So now we can actually progress without having to worry about the shark. I tried Subnautica for an hour and a half and I got sick. Like, oh, so you're not sure if it was like the underwater motion sickness or if it was actually from your new meds. Sharks are the reason progression seems slow. Yeah, it's definitely dealing with the sharks a little bit of a learning curve. I can see that. I could see that. So like, let's see. Yeah, I've heard that VR Subnautica is a little rough. It's not the most I don't know how to say good feeling VR game, I guess. So now that we have the foundation of this built out, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure if I want to expand this balcony out this way, or if I want to start like building up from here and have this be like a separate area. I'm not quite sure yet. Oh no, we're definitely building upward. I'm just not sure where I want to start doing that. We're definitely going up. I'm not building any more fucking foundation on this place. I don't want to worry about making more of those metal or foundation armored plate thingies ever again. That took so much time. It took so much fucking time. Can you make scoops? Oh, the nets. The nets, I think, is probably the next thing that we're gonna work on today. I think the nets are definitely the next move. Also, is the music good? Like, can you guys hear it okay? Or is it too low? I don't want it to be too loud, obviously, but... Alright, so collection net. I believe these collection nets also are able to get bitten by the shark. Here's a sweep net. Useful for catching bugs. I've never even seen a bug. Where the fuck are bugs? Alright, so we're still going to have to make more armored things, because we're going to make some collection nets. And then, like, line them up all around the boat. No, I'm pretty confident that the nets get attacked. But we'll definitely put one down and see. I think, though, like, if we're going to do this net stuff, I'm going to just, like, as I put down the nets, I'm going to armor them. Just as I go. VR sickness lasts an entire day. This is, like, I really don't have any desire to get a VR headset still. It seems like something I would get really into for like a month and then be like, okay, like I get it. And then like never do it again. Because it just seems like it still has a lot to figure out. I'll use yours for porn. I heard that VR porn isn't even that good. Rough but neat. Okay. Oh shit. There's a rock. Go this way. Actually, you know what? We'll probably just anchor right here. Probably just anchor up right here. You know, I could make one of these. I need 3 metal ingots. I need a hinge. And I need more rope. So is this like a reusable one? How the fuck does this thing work? Oh, it looks like it needs like a hole. Oh. There we go. Sweet. We got a reusable anchor. Although, this is a little scuffed. This piece hanging off right there. But it works, so whatever. All right. I feel like I would play VR games just with a controller and just use my head to look around. I don't know. Maybe that kind of defeats the purpose of VR. Controller makes you sick? Really? I mean, what do I know? Okay. Son of a bitch. This is a pretty big island. I feel like RE8 will, like, I don't know. You know, I was just about to say that I think that they would have VR, but that game seems like its scale is much higher than RE7. Like, it seems like a much bigger game. With, like, I don't know. It just didn't seem like it would be in VR. But I guess it's possible. Putting a VR mode would be pretty low effort. I mean, maybe a shitty VR mode. But do you want another shitty VR mode? I think it would be cool, but, like, I don't know. I didn't realize how low my food and water was getting. Turn up the music a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, it definitely needs tuning. I think in like 10 years, VR will be pretty sweet. Maybe 5. Probably 5. 10 seems a little strong. Alright. I need to go make a nicer pick. Alright, let's put some shit away here. Got a bunch of seeds. I have so many of these seeds, I'm just gonna chuck these into the ocean. I'll hold on to these fruits to eat. Throw you in there. Eat this mango. Like, people who make VR stuff don't test it. I mean... that would be pretty concerning if they didn't. What headset do you have, Asaku? I need a bolt and I need scrap. Oh, I used up all my scrap to make those nails. Let's go get some scrap. Oh, the Rift S, okay. A lot of iron here, but I'm gonna worry about getting that later. I need scrap. Oh! Hey, shark, you missed. You missed again. I don't want to kill him right now. I don't want to kill the shark right now because I'm trying. I'm trying to make a better pick so I can get this shit. He's almost dead, too. Where is he at? Sir! Please stop. Okay, you got me that time. Okay. I hope I got enough. Oh, I need 2 more scrap. Fuck. I think we'll have to kill him. Making our lives a little difficult. Need oxygen. Alright, dude. Oh, fuck. Where did he go? Got pretty low on health there. Reminds me when first time I died in Subnautica, I thought you would take HP damage when you run out of oxygen. Got 10 feet away from the surface, going back up and died. Yeah, you kind of just black out. Can't wait for Soap to navigate the sea in Wind Waker. I'm like a little scared in Wind Waker that I'm going to like just get really lost and just not really know where to go. It's a pretty big fear of mine. I'm not sure exactly how the open water works, so, you know. What was I gonna put away? Oh, I had some clay right here. Alright, let's go kill this shark and go mine. We could travel the world pretty early. Oh god. Is there like a quest marker map thing? That way I know exactly where I need to go. Don't answer that. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You gonna come over here? Really? Now that I'm over here in the water, he's not gonna come over here? Sir, come here. All right. We'll go find him. He's hurting. There we go. Easy. Easy. Got a lot of resources here to get. I think I have enough spear health to kill the shark one more time. Wow, there's a lot of metal ore here. Pretty good. Yeah, I really enjoyed Wind Waker. I really enjoyed Wind Waker, and I'm really excited for the future of like Cult Club stuff. It really, like, the whole time I've just been like really looking for like a direction, and I kind of just figured I would lean into what I feel like the stream benefits the most from, or like, you know, when the stream shines the most. Oh yeah, I missed out on a ton of great games. I mean on PC, you know, like people say to me like, oh, I wish I played Counter-Strike when I was young, you know, because that to them that they can like glorify that, but I glorify people who played like Nintendo 64 when they were a kid. That sounds fucking awesome. And not that I'm like regret the games I played growing up. I mean, I'm very, very grateful that I grew up a PC kid. I'm very grateful that my dad sat me in front of a computer when I was like 5 years old and he was like, this is Wolfenstein. And I was like, holy shit, I want to kill Nazis, you know? Like, I love that. I think it's great. But I also missed out. I also missed out on like a ton of amazing shit too, you know? Like, I remember we had a Nintendo 64 for like a year, and my dad got rid of it because we didn't play it. He sold it on eBay. My dad was a really big eBay guy back in the day. We didn't play it. We fucking played PC games in our house. Uh-oh. Might take damage here. No, we're good. And 64 was great. I used to spend time in the hospital, and I had a few of them that let the kids play on. Oh, that's so sweet. Here's my experience with like those classic consoles was going over to friends' house, and going over to like family members' houses. Like I remember playing Mortal Kombat like 2 on like I think it was Mortal Kombat, one of the really early Mortal Kombat games. I played treasure chest on my friend's early PlayStation. Like, that's how I got my console experiences. And then when we did start to get consoles that were actually played, it was the original Xbox and an Xbox 360. We were like an Xbox. I say we. I didn't play them. This was mostly my younger brothers that I would play with him occasionally. Like, I played a lot of Halo, but that was just like playing Halo like co-op mode with my brother. You know, it wasn't really my thing. It was just like, hey, my brother's playing Halo. Let me go play some co-op with him. And then I would go play Counter-Strike. Actually, I need to bust out my box back there. I still have my original Xbox with the Duke controller and all that. So yeah, it's you know, I think that it's a good concept. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good concept in terms of like a an online like marketing, but I don't really care. You know, I figured if I'm gonna like really put a focus into something, it has to be something that I'm like really into. And I'm really into this right now, so. To me, it seems like a pretty unique experience. I gotta sneeze. I remember sometimes playing, but mostly watching Mortal Kombat 2. My uncle convinced me that he taught all the characters how to fight. That's pretty good. Good God. My family isn't into games. My dad was really into games for a lot of my young life. And then he kind of stopped around when like mobile games started to get really popular and like Facebook games, because he kind of started to get his game, you know, he's like getting older. You're getting older, you're probably not as motivated to play the game, so he would play like this Facebook like RTS game, and he was like a part of like a guild and everything, shit like that. And he played that a lot. It was some Facebook RTS game. I don't know what it was called. And then he played that for a couple of years. When I was like in high school. He still plays like a lot of like tablet games. You know, like he's been playing Clash of Clans for like fucking like 10 years at this point, I think. You know, shit like that. But my dad was like a PC gamer for sure. He calls himself like a closet nerd, because in high school he was like on the varsity football team and like all this stuff, but then like he would go home and like tinker on like a computer, which, you know, this is the 70s, so like a computer is like only for nerds, right? But I'm incredibly grateful for the fact that I grew up a PC player and you know, I have a job, I have money, I have a great computer that can emulate great games. I can buy the consoles if I need to. Like, I can catch up. I can catch up. My dad used to play Street Fighter 2 Tournament Edition with me and Super Bomberman. He was a piss baby sore loser. Dang. Did you whoop his ass? I could soft mod a PS2 and send it to you if I had an extra hard drive. Here, it's out. You're pushing her out of the way. Ollie, your buddy's out. Sorry about that. I could soft mod a PS2 and send it to you. Empty, I was actually thinking of that. I would pay you to send me like a working PS2. I would pay you like probably more than like what it's worth just for the effort. The problem is that I'm not sure how capturing that stuff works. I don't, like, I have a, like, my capture card only has an HDMI. What the fuck's a pound HDMI cable? It plugs in and converts to HDMI, works on PS1 and, well, I mean, would I be able to purchase one of those? It's like 30 bucks. Yeah. We need to figure this out. I'm totally down. Especially if you're able to, like, get some mod the games on it. I don't know how viable that is. But that sounds awesome. Where's this shark at? It's been way longer than 5 minutes. It must be over by my raft. Yeah, I mean, I would be willing to pay you well for it. Like, I'll pay parts, time, and, like, you know, shipping and all that, and labor. Well, my inventory's getting pretty full. I mean, if you just, like, want to just soft mod the fucking classics on there, that's all I would really care about. There he is. Oh, bad stab. That was a bad stab. Play burn DVDs. Comparable with the software? Damn, that sucks. Because, like, it seems really cool to be able to play it on, like, original hardware and shit, you know what I mean? That seems like it would be, like, pretty fucking sweet. Oh, we got a lot of metal ore out of this island. I don't have a spare. I mean, I could find one on like eBay or something. That's not really an issue. The people like super fucking overcharge for shit like Stock 2s. I mean, yeah, if you're able to like calculate this stuff, obviously this is like no rush, right? This is no rush. But if you're bored one day and you want to like calculate the cost of like all this stuff and you want to send me like a fucking care package of PS2 shit, just tell me how much it costs and I can let you know if I'm willing to pay for it. With labor. I don't want you to like do all this effort and not get paid for it. Paid for the time. Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta put away my ferret. Okay. Sorry about that. My dad put the dog in the room, and Ollie is not a big fan of the ferret, so I had to put the ferret away. Alright, so I need to make another scrap hook. This one's already breaking, and I think I'm gonna need to just make a new axe as well. Because that one's... Oh, no, I meant to make a new spear, not a new axe, but we got a new axe now. I mean, we need a new one of those eventually. Okay. Alrighty. Got some tools. The only thing about that is that these PS2s are old and you never know when the DVD drives will go on them. Soft modding my PS2 was a nightmare because I kept trying to use a faulty drive, then a new drive I got wouldn't work with the software you use to load games on. The faulty drive would work and accept a few games and then fail, and I thought oh Jesus. So you're like doing a ton of troubleshooting and shit, it sounds like. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if you're able to calculate the cost of all this stuff, like, I trust you completely with whatever. I have no knowledge on this stuff. So, you know, dude, if you're able to do some research and all that and figure something out, I'm willing to. It just seems like it would be pretty fucking great for the stream. Just be the cost of shipping. I want to pay you for more than that. It would not be, I would not feel good about you doing all this effort and I just pay you shipping. Because it doesn't sound particularly easy to do. I thought that was fucking sand I could mine. Did I get everything off this island? I thought there was more that I didn't get yet. Looks like I got everything. I guess I got everything. Okay. Get the hell out of here. I'm so glad I have this anchor I can reuse. Nice physics. Looks like it's made out of shovels. Okay, well, I mean, let's see how it goes. I'm, like, totally down for this, though. Build my old PC. Dude, I've had a like, lightning storm pop one of my, power supplies. But that's really the only thing that's happened to me, which is pretty surprising living in Florida, you know. Dude, you guys want to hear a fucking hilarious story about computers exploding? So, there was a hurricane season in Florida that was legendary. Like, absolutely just a fucking atrocious hurricane season. There was like... I don't remember what year this was in. I want to say like 2005 or maybe 6. Between 2004 and 2006. I don't remember. And it was... There was like... I missed so much school because of hurricanes. It was insane. And we lost power a lot. And we were, you know, we're kids, right? So we're so fucking pissed. Me and my brothers, we just want to play fucking video games. We're like, you know, we're pretty young. This is a while ago. And so my older brother gets the bright idea of plugging in his computer into our gas-powered generator so that he could play some sort of game. So, you know, you have your gas power generator, and we have you have your extension cord that goes out from the generator so you can plug it into like a power strip or something, right? And he plugs it in. He goes over to his computer, he presses the on button, and I'm in a totally other room. I hear pop. His computer was fucking smoking. The whole computer was fucking fried because he decided it was a good idea to do this. He like exploded his whole fucking computer. And it was hilarious. I think he cried. I don't know what the output of the generator was. I have no fucking clue. It was a big old fucking gas powered generator you buy from Home Depot. So yeah. We were desperate, man. He was desperate. I wasn't about to do that shit. Not that I would have known any better, but I just didn't. It just didn't even cross my mind to plug my computer into the generator, you know? But he was desperate. We had gone through so many hurricane seasons. It's like, you know, hurricane season, like, especially during the summer, it can, like, ruin your fucking... or, sorry, not during the summer, but during, like, your fucking winter break and stuff. Because hurricane season starts in November. It can, like, ruin your fucking winter break. And so we were pissed. I think because my older brother at the time was really into Call of Duty 1. This is a guess. I think he really wanted to play some, like, Call of Duty 1. And just, like, you know, play... Just, like, play some single player. Play versus bots. So, yeah. That story... I'm always a fan of that story. It's a good story. Doesn't hurricane season start in June? I thought it started in, like, November. I could be wrong. Maybe it ends in November and I got it backwards. I thought it started, like, later into the year. Either way, a really bad hurricane season can ruin a kid. It's like, dude, I don't know. I've never experienced, like, a blizzard. Can a blizzard, like, knock out power for, like, weeks? Is that a thing that happens? I don't know if we have any, like, northerners here. I think if Zach was here, he could probably talk about this. Oh, if you don't mind, if I ask, where are you from, Sasaki? I think I've asked you before in the past, but I don't really remember. You rang? Oh, Zach is here. Oh, you're in Ontario. Okay, so you're a fucking expert on this shit. Okay. Oh, so I did have it backwards, Liz. Thank you. Hurricane season ends in November. I was in the other room. I heard my name. What the fuck? Am I on your laptop or something? Okay, so you're from Ontario. I have a friend that's in Ontario. Oh, no, he's in Toronto. He's not in Ontario. Is he in Ontario? I think he... Where's McMaster at? Is McMaster the college? Is that in Ontario or is that in Toronto? Wherever that is, that's where he is. Toronto is in Ontario. Dude, I'm American. All right, I'm sorry. I thought that those were two totally different places. I really thought that those were two totally different places. I never hear someone say that. I always hear, like, someone say, I'm in... I guess if you're being, like, really specific, you'll say Ontario. Cool. Yeah, you're an expert then. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know how bad, like, a blizzard can affect it. Trees have so much snow and ice on them that they fall, get blown over, and knock down power lines. In that situation, though, how long does it take to, like, fix? I guess it depends on how long the blizzard and shit goes on for. Or are they able to, like, get out there immediately and, like, clear out the snow? Had a power line down for a couple of days. Damn. It sucks. They won't go out if the blizzard is raging. Funny enough, in Florida during a hurricane season, if the power lines go down, I think that they've trained the, like, power line people to, like, work during hurricanes and shit. Like, it's such a thing. Where the fuck are the islands at? Live in a city. Oh, okay. Weak at most. Dude, it's like, I remember... Oh, there's an island coming up right here. I mean, I don't live in a city, but I don't live in, like, the middle of nowhere. I live in a pretty, like, lower population to, like, suburban area kind of like on the outside of Orlando, which is a pretty big city. Like I live on the edge. And there was like a big neighborhood next to ours that got their power restored after a hurricane like the next day, and we didn't get our power back for like 2 fucking weeks. And it's like the power people, we saw them and we're like, come over to our neighborhood, you're right here. But like because our neighborhood is like smaller and like I guess just like lower on the priority list, they didn't get to us until like way later. So sad. All right. So why are you screaming? My key was stuck as hell. Stop cooming on your fucking keyboard. Can't help it. So if we want to make these nets, looks like we're going to need nails. Can't control the spray. Just put a cup over it. Alright, this looks like it's going to use up a lot of rope. So, how does this... Okay, so we can for... Look how desperate this motherfucker was. Look at him. Look at that son of a bitch. I put it down and he instantly went over there. He's like, finally, something I can bite. Man, he's hungry. He's fucking hungry, dude. Okay. Put down the anchor. So, I don't know. I guess I could just, like, completely surround my fucking boat in nets. Oh, you can stand on these, too. And then the nets make it so that I don't have to worry about picking shit up. Make the entire floor nets. So you have to like fortify everything, because if you fortify the outside, the shark will come underneath. He just goes after the edges first. Yeah, he'll come underneath. My A key keeps not working. Should probably clean out your keyboard. It's clean? You sure about that? Cleaning a keyboard is like a task that is very rewarding, but also I hate. It's Razer? Oh, that's your problem. Found your problem. It's literally just your fucking A key. Don't play any FPS games, Empty. You're gonna go to strafe left and you're just gonna die. You're just gonna stand still and die. Yeah, do you have any, like, really high percentage alcohol that you can, you know, just dump on it? $99. There you go. That's what you need. Sounds like you already know that, though. Do you know if your Razer keyboard, I mean, is it actual, like, cherry switches, or is it when Razer switched over to the, like, Chinese knockoff cherries? It's their own switches, okay. So it's the Chinese knockoff switches. They went from having, like, really good quality Cherry MX switches, and they're like, we're gonna make our own Switch, and we're gonna call it the Gamer Switch. And I'm just like, okay. And that's when their keyboards started dying. Cherry? Yeah, there's the go-to like mechanical keyboard switch. They're called Cherry MX switches. They've been around since like the 80s. It's a mechanical keyboard switch for each key, and it was kind of the go-to when making mechanical keyboards. There's a lot of other amazing mechanical switches. This was just like kind of the go-to. It's like the industry standard. And Razer used to use these switches, Cherry MX switches. And then they were like, we're not going to pay for these anymore. We're going to make our own. And they like pretty much made a knockoff. They're fine. They're fine switches, right? And they feel good, like Empty said, but they're just like literally a carbon copy of Cherry MX, and they have some I guess survivability issues. Like, they're not as sturdy as Cherry MX switches are. It's like a known issue. Like, I'm not trying to like bash anyone with that like has a Razer keyboard. It's just kind of just a known thing that it just doesn't really hold up the same way that a Cherry MX would. I need a new keyboard. Or one. Well, if you need keyboard recommendations, I know I'm not like a keyboard enthusiast. There's a lot better people out there for it. But I know a decent bit. I used to be a lot more into mechanical keyboards than I am now. I used to be like really up to date on all that shit. I had my keyboard since 2008. Hey man, that's a long time. That's a good keyboard. I think I'm assuming it's not a mechanical keyboard if you've got it in 2008. Usually it kind of blows people's minds when they go from like a normal keyboard to a mechanical. Some Logitech. Yeah, I used a Logitech keyboard for like ages until I broke the spacebar trying to clean the keyboard. And yeah, that was my fault. But that thing was a tank. Mechanical keyboards are getting so accessible now where you can get like a pretty decent mechanical keyboard for like not that much money. I think my favorite keyboard I ever had was my DOS keyboard. The first time getting some Cherry MX Blue switches, which are like super clicky and like tactile. That was a good feel. I think it was a tank. It still is a tank. It still works perfectly fine. Still not working. Do you see any gamer goo in there? Yeah, so you might need to take that apart. Yeah, you can get a pretty good keyboard for $100. The keyboard I have now is 150. My DOS keyboard was like 200 bucks, 250. But that DOS keyboard was a pretty, I guess, boutique item back in the day. That was back when mechanical keyboards weren't as like prevalent as they are now. And it has incredible build quality. Like it is 100% worth 250 bucks. Sasaki, if you're into like customizing shit, you can go to this keyboard I have now is where I got my keyboard, WASD Keyboards. They let you like customize almost everything on the keyboard. Yeah, Zach has I believe the Corsair K70. That's a great keyboard. If you're really into like lights and shit, that's a really good keyboard. Good build quality. It uses Cherry MX switches, so you know they're gonna last. It's a great keyboard. And if someone out there is, you know, like if you do want like a Razer keyboard, like you just like Razer and you want to get a Razer keyboard, it'll probably work fine. I have no idea what does what. So mostly if you're looking to get a mechanical keyboard, look at the type of switch that it uses, what kind of mechanical switches, and then you just look up what that kind of switch feels like. So like a Cherry MX Blue switch is like a very clicky and very tactile feel. I'm not sure if that makes a lot of sense if you haven't really experienced it. Like the keyboard I have now is Cherry MX Clears. And Cherry MX Clear has like an initial like click, but then it's very like chunky. Like it's kind of like an old school like IBM keyboard where it's like very like clunk, 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 clunk. This probably makes no sense. I probably sound like a maniac, but it's all comes down to feel of the switch and like the process that the switch goes through to like activating the key. Yeah, it's a pretty Pepega thing, but it's the best way I can describe it. It's pretty Pepega. Yeah, blues are great. Blues are like my first love in the Cherry or in the mechanical keyboard field. I was looking at the Corsair Strafe backlit mechanical keyboard Cherry MX Red. MX Reds are great. That's like the go-to like gaming switch. MX Reds are like very they're not very tactile, but it's a mechanical switch that's like very I don't know what the word it's like a very linear experience. There's nothing like tactile in between. And it's gonna last you a long time. They're just built to be fucking just beat up on. So if you're not worried, do you type a lot? Like, do you use your computer to do a lot of like writing or like typing or anything like that? Or do you just play games? I just play games. Okay, so like that like works perfectly fine. If you do a lot of typing and stuff, like something like an MX Blue or an MX Brown, MX Clears, those are pretty good for typing because they have very like the actuation point where you actually activate the key is like halfway through the button press. So you can get really fast at just like typing very lightly on your keyboard. But if you're just gaming, obviously no one's going to be gaming and like half pressing on their key. Like reds are perfectly fine. It's a very like linear experience and it's like very solid. So You know what I can find? I can find this really cool GIF for you that kind of explains this a little bit better in visuals. I got you. No, I actually want to see this too. Can I just get this image? Here we go. This will, if this is a good breakdown that you can like save. So, sorry, I like to nerd out about keyboards. I'm out of water. The A key seems like it's working. I mean, yeah, it probably is. They're just having a little moment. They're just having a moment. Yeah, it could have been the alcohol. My dog is going through it right now. He's over there like coughing his fucking lungs out. All right. Ollie. Oh, dude. He isn't happy my dad left. Also, you helped me figure out what the heck MX brown, green, red. Yeah, it's a pretty alien thing if you're not familiar with it, so I'm glad I can help. And there's other, like, switches out there, and there's similar graphics like that you can look up. There's, like, Topra switches, and there are Alps, and fucking spring switches. It goes deep. You can get pretty enthusiast with this shit. I'm not that hardcore into it. I'm a pretty simple man. I just like my cherry switches, and I like buying a product that isn't going to die very fast. So I just do research. Yeah, very, very, very many layers. God, they love to give me this fish stew recipe. Get the fuck out. So yeah, I mean, like, MX Reds would work perfect for you. It's really funny to hear you talk about, like, a keyboard software empty. Like, I don't have a software for this keyboard. I guess it's Razer, so they gotta have their proprietary stuff. Or Sarah has software. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I guess if you have these keyboards with like customizable stuff, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, oops. So, how much scrap do I have? Let's finish mining this place out, and then I'm going to work on putting down a bunch of nets. I think the shark's back, so we may have to worry about him. I'm going to put down a bunch of nets, and I'm going to armor them up. Morning, y'all. Just got off a very taxing shift. Well, you're home now, my dude. Smoke a blunt and chill. Actually, I don't know if you... I don't know why. Why did I say that? I don't know, dude. Just fucking vibe, alright? Glad you're home, though. Get some rest, sir. Sasaki's been around. I think you guys just don't overlap when you're here. Sasaki's been around for a while. How long you been following? Been following since 2015. Wow. What the fuck? That's so wild. 2015? What the fuck, dude? That's so crazy. You pop in every now and then. Click to cover from below my PSU to clean the dust off. I can't get it back on. MD, you are going through it, dude. Empty following since 2019. It's funny because Empty's been here since like 2017 or 2018, I think. But he unfollowed. He unfollowed trying to resubscribe. Like, I think Asaku, if you're here, type something. I think if we can check to see when Empty followed, if we just check the day that Asaku followed. Yeah, you've been here way longer than Empty. Jim, you're pretty OG. The most OG is Ryan or Eradicator. He used to be known as Fluffies. I think I followed a few days after. Yeah, November of 2017. So almost 2018 is when you guys showed up. What is that emote? Is that the Grinch? Oh no, it's a fucking... Is that a pickle? Is that a pickle fucking keck? That's awesome. Good God. That's sweet. So Jem has been here since 2015 as well, though. Gonna take a shower? Alright, my dude. I think Guggen's pretty OG. Trying to think who else. Angel's Prayer is pretty OG. Obviously, Aced. Ace is pretty OG. Let's see, when did Zach follow? Following since 2013. That was back in the StarCraft days. That was back when I streamed StarCraft. From like 2011, I made my account in January of 2011. I was using Justin TV in 2010. I never made an account though. I just like watched day 9. 2010 I was watching Justin TV. 2011 when Justin TV became Twitch, I made an account. And then like late 2011 going on 2012 I started streaming StarCraft 2. From like 2012 for about like 2 or so years, I was just like, I streamed StarCraft 2 at like 480 fucking p. For like on and off, nothing serious. For like 2 years, I streamed StarCraft. I want to say around like 2014 or like late 2014, 2015 or so, I started like streaming a variety of games. I've been doing this for a long time. I watched Justin TV back when they had League streams. Yeah, exactly. I just watched StarCraft like on Justin TV. Got the grill back on. How fucking hard is it to get that thing on? I've never had an issue like that. Okay. So. Need wood. Let's make some nets. Need nails. Oh, I need to make a bunch of rope. This is going to take a lot of rope. I did make my account because during the afternoon, someone streamed Pokemon XY. Just got back into Pokemon games and wanted to play with people. Yeah, I think I made my account because I watched Day 9 a lot, and I just watched random StarCraft streams. And I wanted to just like make a Twitch account, so because I was starting to get interested in streaming. And Justin TV was like, "We're going to make Twitch just for gaming." And I was like, "Sweet." So I made an account when they switched over to Twitch. I love the song, The Only Good Thing to Come from Chrono Cross. You're not a fan of Chrono Cross? Twitch just for gaming. Hey, that was back then. All right, then it's not so much anymore. Back then, Twitch used to be just for gaming. That was like the purpose. It was like Justin TV was for lifestyle. Twitch is just for gaming. That was their selling point. Oh yeah, Zach, you have family members over right now, don't you? Zach's having a fucking crisis over there right now. I never got to play Chrono Cross. My disc would crash during a cutscene every time. Damn. That's a fucking bummer. Zach's going through it right now, guys. Can we get some... Keep Zach's in your fucking thoughts and prayers. Oh, Jesus. Chrono Trigger is definitely on the cult club list. I'm thinking after you know, this isn't concrete. After fucking what's it called? Wind Waker. That we are going to do either Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy VI. I want to do like an old school JRPG. We haven't done like a super old school JRPG on stream, other than Super Mario RPG, which, God have mercy. So I think that would be good. No, it doesn't have a good track record for JRPGs. It's true. I won't deny that. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to give it a shot. I mean, that's the thing, is that old JRPGs, they're hard to stream. And I have to keep that in mind when picking a game. You know, it's just something to consider. They're hard to stream. There's no denying. Speaking of old games, a game is getting released on the Switch that I'm hyped about. Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Please elaborate. I've never heard of this game. I have been very good about completing games. This is slander. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember now. It kind of has like a baby look, right? It's a baby game. I'm just kidding. It's not baby game, but it has baby look to it. Interesting. I might get it. Okay, so we made some nets. I think over time, as we explore more, we'll expand on our nets, but I think this is a good start. This is a good start. Story of Seasons is now Harvest Moon. The current Harvest Moon name for a different dev. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. I wasn't even aware. Dude, oh man. I forgot I had coffee left. Shit. Now it's cold. I forgot I had coffee in here. This game is so good just to like talk while playing. Put ice in it. I mean, it may as well just become iced coffee. So, you know what I wonder? I'm sure people do this. People probably make, like, long fucking buoys. Like, little dicks that extend out from their boat and just fill them with these. And then just, like, collect shit, right? Just make, like, a huge honkin' fucking long buoy. And just, yeah. I think soap would banish me from the Shadow Realm if we tried to call. No, I wouldn't. I would encourage you to get this game, Zach. I think this game would be a lot of fun to play with you, or with anyone in the community. Yeah, this is a great co-op game. Yeah, we do need a meme game. I'm still been mapping in PoE, but it's like, you know, I can only do so much mapping in PoE before I get bored. Not that I'm like done playing. I'm just like, it's not something I'm like in the mood to play all the time. Yeah, I mean, there's a Steam sale going on right now. It might be on sale. I mean, it's still on sale right now. $13, probably. But yeah, we can check the Steam sale to see. Project Resistance. That's a good game. That's a great game. Oh shit, we're about to crash. No big deal. Just grab this. Ow. Buy me something for my birthday? When's your birthday? I'll buy you something for your birthday. July 7th. I'll buy you something for your birthday. Dude, I love that pickle keg. It's so fucking good. Oh, Jesus. That's a really fucking good emote. Yeah, it doesn't look like a pickle. To me, it looked like the Grinch. This fresh water. Excuse me. I actually didn't know it was a pickle until you pointed it out earlier. It is hardly a pickle. My aunt is texting my mom and hardcore pulling a victim card in every text. Your aunt is a fucking maniac. All right. So, hit up this island. Yeah, that's what brings us all. That's what brings us all together, Jim. Is we all have crazy families. The fuck is that? Oh, it's a gator papaga. That's a good one. Oh, this uses so much rope. Okay. Gator Boy. How long does the Steam sale last? Yeah, the 9th of July. Why do you hate PT.5? What happened? Everyone should get Gang Beasts. I got Gang Beasts and literally no one else would buy it. I might check that out. Did you check out any of the games I sent you for Cult Club? I mean, I'm familiar with a lot of them. I have it in a big list. Oh my god. What the fuck? Dude, he scared the shit out of me. Gang Beast would be a good idea. That would be a good meme. That would be a good meme. I know you're a big proponent of Dungeon Keeper, Jim. You've been requesting Dungeon Keeper, I feel like, for a very, very, very long time. I think I need to do you. I think I need to really consider it. You seem to be a pretty big proponent of that game. It's called Party Animals. Is that the one? See, there's one that's like that looks like Gang Beast kind of, but it's kind of like a Mario Party game. I've been wanting to get a Mario Party style game on PC for so long. Like, for a very long time. I love Mario Party. Mario Party is like one of those games that I actually I got to experience a lot because one of my best friends had had Mario Party. I don't remember which one. Yeah, dude, how fucking ridiculous is Nintendo that they've managed to mess up the newest Mario Party game that bad that you can't play like a full game of Mario Party. Like a normal fucking game on the Switch online. Like, what the actual fuck were they thinking? Like, how much of a fucking slam dunk would that be if you could play Mario Party, like an actual game of Mario Party online with friends? That would be, like, awesome. Yeah, you could only play just mini-games. Randomized mini-games. It's not like an actual, like, game of Mario Party. With the board that you move across and all that shit. Nintendo, that was so unbelievably disappointing. When I'm like, oh yes, the new Mario Party. That's so fucking awesome. I can't wait to play that. I can finally play Mario Party online because I don't have that many friends in real life. Feels bad, man. But hey, I can play online. And then they're like, no. You cannot. Jim, you can play the mini games of Mario Party online. You can't play like a game of Mario Party online. You can only play them in local play. Yeah, it's incredibly stupid. Song's a fucking banger. Oh, yeah, Pummel Party. That's the one there. Yeah, that one's kind of like a Mario Party style game with a bunch of mini games and stuff. Yeah, I'm familiar with that one. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen like Lyric play it before and stuff like that. Gonna make cereal. I haven't had cereal in so long. I want cereal. I'm actually really hungry. All I've had to eat today is yogurt. Yogurt and coffee. Dude, someone has set off a fucking firework at 11:40 in the morning. I have some dumbass fucking neighbors. Get some food? I'm streaming. I'm gonna end the stream in a little bit here. I'm feeling like I want some really degenerate food right now, but I've been really good about eating clean. Been very good about it. I don't want to fuck up. I don't know if it really shows on stream. I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit. I've lost like a lot of weight. And it's a pretty fucking pog move. It probably doesn't really show up on stream because I'm so far away and I have this microphone. I found it all. Can you give it back? I'm pretty sure one of my roommates is a Karen because she wanted to call the police for setting off fireworks at nighttime. I mean, it's kind of annoying. It is. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a little annoying. I guess I'm just like really used to it because our neighbors have been like perpetually setting off, like they set off fireworks like all year round. They have like this huge open field that they just like set fireworks off in. What is like the firework laws in Canada? I have no idea. In Florida, you used to have to sign a waiver saying that the fireworks were for like scaring off birds so that they don't like ruin your crops. It was like some loophole that someone found. Yeah, you had to sign a thing. Like it was like, I'm buying these fireworks to scare off birds from eating our crops. And it was like some like weird loophole thing. But they just got rid of it. They're just like, all right, fuck it. You guys can just, you found this loophole. You can have your fireworks. I need scrap. Kansas, you're not allowed to own bottle rockets. Kansas. I liked fireworks when I was younger. Because like my mom works for the local government and she was able to like get permits for like block parties and stuff. So we were able to like close down like the street that our neighborhood was on and like, you know, go out and have like, you know, block parties. And that was a lot of fun. And you know, people would be grilling and all that stuff. And I really enjoyed that. But then my parents started going to like these really big fireworks shows instead of like these more homey, like, you know, block party style things. And I just, once that started happening, I just really did not like those. As far as I know, if you just go to a local shop and buy fireworks, but that store shouldn't be legally selling them. Interesting. We do have, yeah, I know a lot of places do fireworks. I don't know, fireworks shows to me, it's just dealing with the crowds and all that shit just completely turns them off. Or turns me off of them. I hated 4th of July since I was 18. I wanted to go with all my CS friends to a party on the 4th and my Hig parents lost their minds. Dang, they fucking read at you. Empty, you're not allowed to leave the house. This is another banger. Every Victoria Day and Canada Day, we have a huge fireworks show here. I think fireworks are mostly a 4th of July and New Year's thing. Oh, I forgot the shark was alive. Excuse me, sir. You are dead. You are dead. Yeah, the shark is pretty much a non-issue once you get you're able to make the metal spear. Yeah, once you figure out to just poke him in the mouth. Well, apparently, according to that, I haven't seen him around here in a while. That guy, I'm blanking on his name. He was really fucking knowledgeable of this game. He said later on, there's more enemies. I think after you climb the tech tree more, I've kind of I've kind of been in like this mid tier of shit. I think when you climb the tech tree, there's more enemies in the game. I could be wrong. That's kind of what I gathered from him though. There are enemies on bigger islands, at least from what I've seen. Yeah, there's like bigger islands. I'm pretty like early to mid game still right now, because I've really just been taking my time. There's like huge islands and shit later on. Yeah, there's fucking bears. You can have like alpacas and like chickens and stuff on your boat. Like this game goes pretty fucking deep. I'm just trying to get like a really good foundation going before I like go really hard into the tech tree. I wanted to make sure that like everything was fortified. I had nets. I have a good just bank of stuff. Seems like Final Fantasy music. Because it's actually Chrono. What is this song? Brink of Time, Chrono Trigger. Basically Final Fantasy. Yeah, the synth is actually a pretty good tell. I love a good synth. I watched a YouTube video on... What was that? It was made by, like, the Final Fantasy guys. They made it for the Xbox. What was it called? Lost Odyssey? Is that what it was called? Do you guys remember? You guys know what I'm talking about? I want to say it's called Lost Odyssey. I feel like that's wrong. Yeah, Lost Odyssey. That's right. I watched a YouTube video about that game. It's like this YouTuber I watch who does like kind of breakdown series of like most of them are like JRPGs. It seems like an interesting game, but the story seems like trash. Yeah, it's by Mistwalker. I love the story. To him, the way he described the story, and obviously he probably has some like bias, or like, you know, this guy seems like a pretty objective. I'll have to find the YouTube channel. He seems like a pretty objective reviewer of like these old RPGs. It just seemed like there was some like weird like issues with like how the story worked in that world. Yeah, no, the writing he said in that game is like some of the best writing in any like JRPGs ever played. And like That he said for sure. But I think when he said when it comes down to like the conclusion of the story, there's like a lot of kind of like weird shit that goes on. Oh, this island has a lot of resources. But this is just a YouTube video I watched. It seems like a really cool game. It seems like a really fucking cool game. I will say, though, the main baddie in Lost Odyssey looks like the most, like, hysterical, like, cartoon villain ever. Like, the way he acts. Yeah, it's written by, like one of the most famous Japanese writers ever. And it was translated by, like, the most, like, well-learned, like, most scholarly fucking, like, Japanese translator and writer ever. Yeah, are you talking about the Dreams, Empty? The short story Dreams? Yeah. Yeah, those were, like, he said, the best part of the game. And I read a lot, not a lot of them, but I read a couple of them. And yeah, those are beautiful. Those are great little segments. Yeah, you should totally stream that game. I don't see myself playing it for like Cult Club or anything, so I think you should go for I think I would watch it. I mean, I already spoiled the whole game for myself by watching that video, so I can't really. I mean, I could stream it for Cult Club, but I already know everything about the story. It was literally like an hour-long video, like breaking down the whole game, so. Wow, this island has so many resources. I'm about to use a whole fucking metal pick on this thing. When is the next Cult Club? Tonight. It be tonight. Probably around 6:30, 7 o'clock. Only bad thing I have to say about Blue Dragon is it seems to have a limited soundtrack. So it just doesn't have a lot of variety. Oh, it reuses a lot of tracks. I hate that, man. Alright, I think I got a lot of what I wanted out of this place. A lot of stone and shit. I hear some sand and clay. Oh, I dropped some frames. I dropped 400 frames, but that was about it. Where's my boat? Oh, there it is. Is it still doing it, or is it over now? Oh, Lost, like, for sure, I could totally see how Lost Odyssey would, like, would affect you. I mean, like, watching that video, in fact, let me find it so I can give this guy some credit. I think if you guys, like me, like watching, you know, just, like, really good videos about like, RPGs and shit. Oh, this guy, Resonant Arc. This is the channel. This guy probably makes the best like JRPG videos I've ever seen. Like, just amazing breakdowns.
Speaking on the...
And this is the Lost Odyssey video. I highly recommend him. He makes fantastic videos. Really good essay style, just breakdowns. Yeah, his Final Fantasy reviews are really... hiccup. Are really good. I've only ever watched his Final Fantasy reviews of the Final Fantasy games that I've played, so I don't spoil myself. I think you'll like his videos, though, Empty. They're very, very well made. And being told that Final Fantasy VI is, in fact, best game. Uh-oh. Empty's trying to start a fucking civil war in my chat. Oh, this chest is full. Chest is full. Time to start a war. Ready to fight. I guess this is stone chest. I can't wait to get a better water solution where I can actually make more than just a cup of water at a time. Hello, good sir. Hey, what's up, Tedster? How you doing, dude? Guys, Tedster got a motorcycle. He's officially cooler than every one of us here. They grow up so fast. Yeah, this Raft is growing up. Tedster is definitely a fucking Chad. But does he have a hard edge? Tedster is always hard. What are you talking about? Yeah, Tetsu, you've made good progress. My whole fucking raft is shark proof. I got these nets to collect trash. I got furnaces. I got a fucking farm. I got an anchor. Final Fantasy IX is my favorite Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy IX, I played on the Switch. I got about halfway through. And I stopped playing, but I loved everything I played up until about halfway through. Not that anything particularly bad happened halfway through. I just got, like, sidetracked. Wait, it's on the Switch? Yeah, it's on the Switch. I loved it, though. I had so much fun. I love the setting, and I love, like, the very, like, simple story. Like, it feels like I'm reading a cheesy, like, medieval... I mean, because I am, pretty much. Like, a cheesy medieval, like, folklore story. I love it. I love that story so much. I love the more simpler, like, characters. Yeah, it's like a return to the more classic style. It's great. I really, really like that game. I want to go back and complete it. Okay. What was I doing? I think I was pretty much done with this island. I'm gonna get the fuck to sleep. Have a good one. See you later, dude. I'm gonna end the stream here as well. So, made some good progress. We collect a lot of resources. We got some nets. We added some more chests. Over time, I think I'll wrap the whole boat in nets, but this is a good start. Having at least one side covered is good. So, good shit, my dudes. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out.